Zimbabwe's citrus exports continue to grow and contribute significantly to horticulture earnings, driven by strong demand in regional and international markets. Next into the nest is an entrepreneur hoping to tap into this momentum.
Hi, how are you doing?
Hello, how are you?
Welcome to the AgriChallenge.
Thank you.
Would you mind introducing yourself and giving us an idea of what you're about to present to us?
Okay. My name is Gashirai Matonga. I'm from Zowa Farms. We're located in Mashonaland East, that's Murewa. So we are a small-scale farmer company. So we want to expand our citrus production from just doing the notches locally to now developing into Eureka farming. So initially we had 3 hectares to our disposal, but now we are expanding and having outgrowers. So our targets are young women and also older women. So we start from 18 years up until 60 years. So from last year, we had 5 farmers, but by the end of this year, we'll be having 30 farmers, each with a minimum of 1 hectare. So this is a way of expanding because with our area, we couldn't expand further. But rather that we thought it would be better to be a hub and to empower women around us so that we grow the numbers and we'll be ready for export.
Operating as a smallholder farmer, she's looking to build strength in numbers, bringing neighboring farmers together. Now, she turns to the nest, hoping for the guidance to take that step forward.
Where do you want to export to?
We're looking at the Netherlands, we're looking at UAE.
So could you talk to me again about how big your farm is and how big your outgrower scheme is?
Okay, our farm is 3 hectares. And then our outgrowers each will be coming in with 1 hectare, at least 1 hectare. If they can go up to 2 hectares, then that's fine because we're in a rural community. So we don't have much land. So at the end of the day, we're targeting to have at least 30 hectares.
And do you have those outgrowers signed on already or you're still recruiting them?
The process is being done right now. So by August, we're going to have done that. So our idea is that we already do the seedlings as Zowa Farms. So we'll be giving them the seedlings and then they grow for us. And then by the time we get to year number 3, it would be established and we could now have greater yields to export.
The entrepreneur outlines a 3-year path to export capacity. A timeline that suggests she may have arrived in the nest ahead of schedule. However, the judges are keen to know more.
These are nachos, correct?
Yes, those are nachos.
Okay.
So initially, we have been growing nachos and we have a bit of Eureka lemon. So
okay.
for the local market, the nachos, it's okay because each crate goes for $10 and we have been harvesting up to 800 crates each season. So locally, that's fine. But now with the Eureka lemon, the price here isn't really as attractive. It's 80 cents per kg. So, and with very few people wanting the Eureka lemon because we already have the rough lemon in abundance and it's costing $1.
So what's the comparative price in export markets? Have you done any benchmarking on pricing?
For Eureka lemon, according to my research, the minimum is $1.50 per kg. Rather
That's
than the
gross price after your shipping, after all your other costs to get it there. So have you worked it out back from the gross selling price to what your back on farm price would be? Because essentially those are the critical numbers. It's one thing to see a price in the export market, but work it back to back on farm. Am I actually going to make money? It might possibly be the same or lower than what you're getting locally. I think my second question is around branding. Because once you start thinking exports, you're going against high volume producing countries, right? I believe there's opportunity for us to go in there with a niche market approach, but that means you need to have a story to tell. You've got a great story, but when we look at your product, we're not seeing it come out in the branding or in any way to differentiate it. from bulk product that's going to come from Peru. So this will just be a commodity in export markets, and that's not going to get you to the pricing levels that may make it more commercially viable, especially with lower volumes. So what are your plans on branding?
We're looking into it, and we want to look for the right packaging. For now, we already know that you have to use eco-friendly products to package. So we're looking into it, and we really hope that as we brand, we can also have a small piece of paper or a small piece of sticker that can actually tell the story of not just Zowa Farms, but also the women behind us as a brand as well.
It's not uncommon for entrepreneurs to enter the nest with gaps in their business model. After all, this is a space designed to tap into the panel's depth of experience. Clarence is ready to guide.
Just to help you, there's a protocol between Zimbabwe and China for agreed for citrus exports. And we don't nearly produce enough citrus products for any market. So we've got a huge shortage of citrus products. Not because there's not enough being grown, it's because there's not enough good quality, there's not enough right varieties, there's not enough good phytosanitary measures being taken with fruit fly and all the other things that are involved. So I think the stage that you are at, you would benefit more in being a part of an existing export program. With the women that you're working with, there's a Citrus Growers Association of Zimbabwe that falls under the Horticultural Development Council. They've got a group of seasoned citrus farmers with vast experience. They already have existing markets. They already have a brand. When you join them, you are just part of that brand, and you're building up on the volumes. You are helping with the build-up of the volumes that are going into markets that are already set. That takes away from you the headaches of exporting. That helps you with the technical advice that they can give you as support. That helps you to grow as well. I know you like to export directly. That would probably is your ambition as a young lady, but sometimes you are better off as part of a group than on your own. Because yes, it's doable, but there's a lot of things that are involved. I know big companies that have actually uprooted clementines in the last 5 years because they were very difficult to look after. And the pricing on the market against the overheads and the cost of production in Zimbabwe was not doing it for them. So I think you're better off joining a group, joining this Citrus Growers Association and forming part of it rather than going on your own.
I think from my point of view, and again, it's a good initiative that you're putting out here, and I have a lot of faith in your capabilities. I think you need a bit of guidance on the selection of the rootstock, or the trees rather, for export, because what does well in one country might not do well in another. And I think, as Clarence has said, there are formalized industries that could help you or guide you in this process. And rather than reinventing the wheel, see what's out there and see what they can do for you, because they might be able to supply you with the rootstock for you to start growing the trees. They might have a variety that fruits a little bit faster than others. But more importantly, we know that those varieties do well in the markets that you're trying to reach. And I think that's a key aspect, is the right selection on the variety. And I think a little bit of work needs to be done on that part. And unfortunately, from our side, I don't think, speaking for myself, I don't think we could help you at this moment in time. So it's going to unfortunately be a no from me, because I'd rather see you do a little bit more research into what should I grow and where is it going to go to.
Yeah, I think I'm going to echo Rudolph. It's a no from me, but please come back next year and talk to us more about what your plans look like. Talk to us more about the outgrowers that you've managed to secure. Talk to us more about your collaborations or conversations with these associations that Clarence has mentioned. Yeah, I'm excited for what you're doing, but I think this is not the right moment for you for this program. But please come back next year.
All right, thank you.
think it's the same for me. I'll echo my fellow judges' opinions, or the fellow Eagles. So, but more work to do, but I think you're on the right track.
All right, thank you.
All the best.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much.
It's a not yet from the judges. Their advice is clear. Before leading the pack, spend time within one, learning, building, and drawing from the experience and networks already in motion.
I feel a little bit of guidance in the right direction
Yeah.
here is going to do
Yes, because the problem with
wonders.
the problem with a product like this is there's already Nottingham Forest, and then you have Dodhill, you have all these big, massive companies that are already doing new varieties like Tango. This variety would have no chance in the export market. So you'd rather form part of the outgrower scheme and do the right thing. And when you've grown enough, you can try and break away.
Right.
You don't always have to do it on your own. I think they'll do well if they join the Citrus Growers Association. I know they're desperately looking for people that want to learn about citrus and increasing volumes, and the HTC has been working on that. And it's massive that we've now got the China protocol, where we can just, send oranges and lemons and soft skin natches for a higher price to a vast market that has 1.4 billion people. But you can't do it at the stage that she is.
I mean, I don't want to discourage young people from being leaders. I don't want to discourage young people from being entrepreneurs, from doing their own thing. But I think you make a good point that there's a lot to learn prior to getting to that stage.
No, but you see, where she is, she can actually lead the group of women that she's already got and take them to the Citrus Growers Association. That's her next destination.
So she's leading a group of
she's
women.
leading them.
But
she's
now
not going all the way to
tapping into a
China or
knowledge
to
hub,
the Netherlands. She's going just here in Harare, and she's saying, I've got 60 hectares. Can we join you?
What I like about your point, Clarence, is, I guess as we mentor the participants, is being able to tap into existing infrastructure. You don't have to learn the same mistakes that other people
have
already made and learned from. So as much as we are encouraging that entrepreneurial flair, but get connected with people who've gone down that road, and you don't have to go pay the same school fees, but it can position you to actually then penetrate some of these markets faster.
The Eagle's Nest Agri-Challenge, proudly brought to you by Zimtrade and the Netherlands Embassy.